Good morning. Is this the Apple store?
Why, yes it is.
Well, I need some stuff. I'm a student and I'll be going to school, so I think I need a new computer. I need an iMac.
Okay.
If you would give me an iMac.
I have an iMac right here.
Thank you very much. And you know, I'm going to be traveling a lot. I need a MacBook Air. Do you have a MacBook Air?
I do.
Thank you so very much. Oh God, I'm going to be like working at night. So how about an iPad? Do you have an iPad?
Yes, I do have an iPad for you, sir.
Thank you so much. Oh God, you know what? I don't know what time it is. Do you have an Apple Watch?
I do.
And I've got to make phone calls. So can I get a phone? Do you have an Apple phone?
I do.
Thank you. Let me pay for all of this with some credit cards. Here are
Okay, I'll
many
take
credit
this one,
cards.
And this one and this one.
Okay, take them all. Just take them
Okay.
all. If you would take them out to the brand new Volkswagen Jetta out front, I'll take them home to my new house that I just purchased with credit.
Okay.
Thank you. I had a consumer loan. And prior to that, I said that I was going to school, so I needed all of this equipment so that I wouldn't flunk out. So that was the school loan part. So we had all four major forms of credit. So now we're going to talk a little bit about each one in detail. First, we will talk about credit cards. This is a typical credit card. You'll see we'll have an account number, the cardholder name, your name, and the issuing bank up here. Somewhere on here it will have what kind of card it is, be it a Visa, a MasterCard, a Discover, or an American Express. Okay, so we're going to talk about credit cards first. And one of the forms of credit cards is revolving credit. Revolving credit is a credit card that you'll get at, for instance, Kohl's or Best Buy. Revolving credit does not have to be paid off every month and will carry over from month to month. Sometimes the revolving credit cards have a higher APR. APR stands for annual percentage rate. All of the credit cards, you will pay interest. You will pay interest of some sort. The average for a credit card interest rate right now is 13%. If you're a new card holder, you're going to be paying probably somewhere around 25%. It's higher because you just don't have any credit to show history for. So as you're a new person, you're going to pay the higher credit because the card companies think that you're a little bit of a higher risk. So you'll be paying a little bit more. The average consumer debt in the United States right now is $5,700. And that's for credit card debt. That doesn't include household debt. from loans, from car loans, or anything else. Right now, $5,700 is the average credit card debt in the United States. The average rate, like we said, was 13%, with the new cards to be 25%. There are 4 major networks, and you'll have heard of all of them, probably. There is Discover, American Express, Visa, and MasterCard. These are the 4 credit card networks. They are the backing people of the cards. A credit card company will be one like Citibank or Wells Fargo or Bank of America. There's a difference between the network, which is Discover, American Express, Visa or MasterCard, and the issuing company, which could be any number of different companies. So the issuing company can issue a Visa, can issue a MasterCard, but it can be from some other bank. Discover and American Express generally issue their own cards. Now let's talk about consumer loans. A consumer loan is a loan that is not a credit card. There are 2 kinds of consumer loans. There is a secured and an unsecured. This is a consumer loan application. It will have different information on there for you to fill out, your name, banking history, etc., etc. Like I said, 2 types of cards, or 2 types of loans rather. Secured and unsecured. Secured loans will have collateral. So you'll put something up to secure this loan. Maybe it's, if you're buying something, maybe you've got to put up, maybe you've got a fancy guitar that's worth some money. Maybe you've got a diamond ring. Whatever, that can be put up as collateral. Unsecured loans, you don't have to put up anything. You go into the bank, you say, I'd like to borrow $5,000. The banker says, okay, sign this, and gives you the money. And off you go with your newfound wealth. Auto loans are yet another type of loan. This is an auto loan application. Auto loans, an auto loan is a great way for you to build credit. They have collateral. If you're buying a car, the collateral is the car. So you're going to build up credit by getting the loan, securing it with the car, and a down payment. So you'll pay X percentage of whatever the final cost is. A consumer loan, like a car loan, paid on time, will build positive credit for you, which will help you down the road in the long term. Finally, we will talk about federal student aid or student loans. Student loans are very, very important. School has gone up 757% since 1980. Let that sink in for a minute. In 30 years, school has gone up almost 1,000%. Chances are you're going to need a student loan, unless your parents are very wealthy and very well-to-do. You're going to need a student loan. There's two types of student loans. There's a federal loan, which comes from the government, comes from the United States government, obviously. And there are private loans, which come from any number of sources, banks, lending companies, etc. Federal loans will have a fixed interest rate that the government will pay the interest on while you are at school. A private loan will not have a fixed interest rate, and it could be as high as 25%, and you have to start paying back that loan while you're going to school. So you're going to be saddled with this loan, you're going to have a job to pay it back, and it's going to be a higher interest rate than a federal subsidized loan. And portions of federal loans can be forgiven if, when you are done with school, you get involved in, say, teaching in an inner city school or some other volunteer / working situation where the government will repay or will forgive your loan or portions thereof for doing it. So, kind of a summary. We've got credit cards, which are generally varied interest rates, can be revolving credit. We've got consumer loans, which are unsecured or secured loans. We've got car loans, which once again vary with the interest rates, are generally secured by the vehicle that you're purchasing. And we have school loans, which there are two types of, federal and private loans. Federal are the better way to go, lower interest rates. You don't have to pay the interest back while you're going to school, etc. Now, so I passed out some things, and if you would come up here and put the appropriate stickers.
Okay, so I had the term billed credit. That was for the, is this the car loan application?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put that with billed credit. APR we talked about a lot with the credit cards. And then federal or private, that's gonna be student loan. And $5,700 was the average consumer debt?
Yes.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
okay.
So she got all of these right. APR goes with credit cards, annual percentage rate. $5,700 goes with this, but can also go with the credit cards because it's the average amount of consumer debt that exists in the United States. Build credit for the auto loan. Auto loans will help you to build credit as long as you pay on time. And finally, the federal and private loans. For school loans, there are the two types, the federal and private loans.
Okay, that was almost 17 minutes.